Well, hello there. Welcome in everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. And today we have the 96 Harrier Invitational. We've only got 5 more tourneys left. And today we've got another no move tourney. We have some amazing players playing today as usual. And I'll show you the bracket very shortly. And yep. Let me just read chat. Welcoming Clayton. Welcoming Oslam. Hades. Thank you, Causey. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, man. And welcoming Causey. Hope all is well. Welcoming Yaya. Welcoming Krish. Kamara. Hope you guys are doing great. And yep, I'll show you the bracket in a second. So give me a moment. Just make sure things are all good to go before starting the stream, of course. So let me switch over to the bracket. So this is the bracket for today. So the first match that will be starting very shortly. We've got, some of the more new players that are taking part in invitationals. So we've got Stevie G against Hades, starting fairly shortly. We have Causey against Senti. We have LG against myself, and then Zeka and has a bye to the second round. He'll be facing the winner of this first game. Then we have Krish against Vehicle Ronald. Riley will be playing the winner of Causey and Senti. And then we have Super Hostue playing the winner of the match involving myself and LG. And yep. Kind of through the kind of play along, not going to lie. I mean, let's be real. I mean, if you see one of my rounds, I made a horrendous blunder. But I know. I think there was enough things to talk about. There's enough tips to share. Sometimes I do dumb stuff as well. So don't know if you're referring to yourself, but I definitely threw one of the rounds pretty badly. But it's more for educational purposes. It's not meant to be super serious. You have to be perfect, Sometimes you're going to do dumb stuff. Save all the good guesses for the World League, But yep, if anyone's got any questions, let me know. But yep, this is a no move tourney. We are playing Pro World, 30 seconds per round as usual. 5k health, 0.3 times multis, and it's a best of one until the semi-finals. And yep, I can check if these lads are ready to go. Let's see. But yep, I'm just waiting for Stevie G to screen share to let me know he's ready. Because he is here. Okay, he is screen sharing now, so I think we're good to go, guys. We're good to go. So, like I say, there's not going to be many invitationals left. We've only got 5 left to go. So every invitational from now is going to be special, of course. And, once it's gone, guys. These have been going on for well over 2 years. But let's focus on the present. We've got our first match. Let's wish them the best of luck. And we'll see if it's Hades or Stevie G that makes it through to the second round. And yep, let's begin in 5. Rightio, best of luck to both players. Let's see what will happen, Chris Kamara. Will it be Hades or Stevie G making it through to the next round? Exactly, Causey. There'll be a nice change. I think after the World League concludes, we will we'll spend more time trying to sort that out. Okay, we've had a quick send in Saskatchewan. It's a nice guess from Stevie G. Yep, I also had debated if it could have been a weird North US. And I can understand the Midwest vibe there as well. But it's just a really nice guess from Stevie G there. I think Stevie G is probably the favourite on paper. I think he's got a higher peak elo last time I checked. And he's kind of underrated. But yep, I think we had a send in Colombia from Hades. Yep, it's going to be fun, Krish. And like I say, more details about that. I think we'll come towards the weekend of next week, I believe. But we've got a lot to like make sure it's prepared and make sure everything's good before we announce it, of course. But it's going to be fun. For sure. Okay. I'm on peak right now, Jeff. 1927. To be fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not at my peak right now. I can tell you that for a fact. I'm nowhere near the standard I should be at, but it is what it is. I'm not thinking too much about my rating nowadays. Like the World League, I'm just going to enjoy it and just see what happens. If a miracle happens, then great. But one thing I've realised is I don't know, I just think I've not been as good as I should be this year. But I'll bounce back. I definitely will. I believe I will. Welcome in, Adam. So Paul as well. Good to see you here, Chris Kamara. Okay, we have is that a Virginia send? I could see like a weird West Virginia, Ohio here. Yeah, I did like Ohio more. 2,500 when? I'm sure Adams will get there at some point, or if he has already. He must be close to getting it. But then again, I feel like Angelo makes everything look 10 times easier than it appears nowadays. Who knows? Who knows, Jeff? Who knows? Was that a quick send in Spain? I didn't really have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it was a quick send in some in France. Okay. But we do have a North Spain here, so we're going to see a differential. And it is France. That's a really nice region, I guess, from ADs there. This game's not over yet. We've had a fair amount of damage early on. Welcome. How do you pronounce your name again? Is it Ela? Welcome in, Ela. Hope all is well. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Let me know if I butchered it again. But yeah, we just started the tournament. We've got Stevie G and ADs playing right now. It's the first game. Yes, it's correct. Nice job. Thank you, Chris Kamara. I usually butcher people's names, but I will try my best to keep that streak going of getting it correct. But we've got different region guesses here. I thought more towards like the edge of the mountains. I mean, it makes sense to be south. In hindsight, I didn't really see if we had break like Black 24. Welcome in, Sinksy. Hope all is well. Did you sign up? I don't think you signed up, did you, right? Or am I going insane? I think it was just ADs on the Friday, right? I didn't. Got you. Yeah. Just making sure, because sometimes I worry about like forgetting to sign somebody. Add someone to like the bracket. It's happened a couple times. But not for a while. But yeah, both players get in Chapas there. Well played. But yep, hope all is well, Sinksy. Hope things are going great. Yeah, I didn't really feel like playing, so that's very fair. Yeah. Like I say, like playing these invitationals, like, you know, sometimes it's just fun also to watch it, you know? It's not always about playing, so... It's good that you're here. It's nice to have, like, you know, you guys around to watch some, you know, good games of GeoGuessr, you know? And this one should be a straightforward Cambodia. But I did think it could have been more northwest with the vibes, but that is just going to be game. So Cambodia is what's going to make the difference. And Stevie G, he of course takes the win there and makes it through to the next round. So GG's to both players. So Stevie G will be playing Zeka in round 2 later. And yep, we can get ready for the next game, I believe. Yep, GG's ADs. Raleigh fan club, to be fair. Next up, we've got Causey and Senti. So feel free to get ready, guys, and we'll get your game underway fairly soon. Yep, GG, Stevie G. Well played. I was lagging so hard I couldn't look. Fair. Were you lagging throughout the game, or was it just the Google being bad again? Because Google has been quite bad recently. Don't be too negative on yourself, of course. But like I say, the way to get better is by playing and learning from your mistakes. That's probably the best way of improving. But exactly. If you can get some early sleep, then why not? I mean, I don't usually get much early sleep, so I probably need it a bit more than I nowadays anyway. That's for sure. But next up, Causey and Senti. So let's get you guys in. So we'll just wait for Senti to get ready, and then we'll get this underway. I think Senti asked for an early game as well, so he should be here soon. Hopefully he's not caught up in anything. Just my PC because it just had an update. Very fair, yeah. But Google has been trolling recently, so it might not always be you where it's lagging. It's Google Maps, not Google itself. But yeah, we'll just yeah, Senti has been pinged. I'll just message him that he's up. Hopefully it won't be too long. But yep, I don't know if Adri is here, but thank you for the follow yesterday. But yep, we'll just wait for Senti to join the lobby. Right now, nothing is happening right now. I mean, the worst case scenario, we would delay the game. But he did ask to be early, so I'm a bit surprised he is not around. So maybe he's in the middle of something and needs to finish it off. But he did ask for an early game, so he should really be here. But yep, the World League on Sunday. It's going to be interesting. I think a lot of people are going to be feeling a lot of pressure. That's for sure. For like automatic qualification and of course the play-ins as well. For me, I'm not really feeling much pressure. Like, there's not really much I can really do. Like, yes, I could go on a crazy run and get 4 points. That is very possible. But even if I get 4 points, it'll be very odd, I would say, that we won't get anybody above me who's in the play-ins to get 3 points. Or if Rallies doesn't get a point and the people who are above me and not in the play-ins don't get 3, then if I get 4 points, I think I qualify. But like I say, the chances of that are probably low. Like, I think the first game, Consus and Rallius, if Rallius wins that, then I'm not sure actually, because Noxie's not. I'm not fighting with Noxie. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I still think I got a chance even if Rallius wins the first game but doesn't win the rest. So, but of course, it's that out of my hands. Like, just try and put on a show, have a fun time. And end on a positive note. And if it doesn't happen, it's just not been my year. Let's be honest. I've been quite unlucky, and also just not been at the standard I should have been at least for the moving. My no move's been fine, but even then, my no move hasn't felt controlled this year. Same on my moving. NPZ, yeah, not great, but it shouldn't be the mode I should rely on all the time. So I should be getting more results through the moving and no move. But yep, it looks like Senti is not getting back to us, so I guess we're gonna have to delay. So he definitely said early, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. Maybe he's forgot or in the middle of something. I have no idea. And yeah, thanks Chris. I will try my best, but he's here. Okay, we're fine. He is here. But I will do my best. But like I say, right now I'm kind of accepting my level is just not there anymore. Like right at the moment, but I still got what it takes to compete on the final week. Like next year, I want to make sure I'm one of the best players in Europe, like without a question. I'm not even sure if I can put myself in top 50 now in the world, because I just feel like I'm just making too many mistakes. I'm not as sharp as I should be, but that's probably me having the lowest expectations, if that makes sense. Yeah, the thing is, Chris, if I didn't lose every single no-move game last week, it was literally the third highest in the league. Like, if I didn't lose every single no-move game last time, I'll be only behind Blinking Consus. Last week was just the fourth week was probably my worst week, especially the Jamabi game, and the Manuelson, I don't know, like that was just he played really well, and then I played Streffen, who had probably one of his best no move games against me. So, yep, just one of those things in it. The thing is, my no move is fine, but I don't think it's one. I'm not one of the best no move players in the world. I don't think that. I think there's too many rooms for improvement, which is good. If anything, it's good to know that you can improve a lot, rather than don't know how to improve and you get stuck at the level you're not happy with. If that makes sense. Like I say, I will make sure I'll be ready next year. And if I qualify for next year, then, you know, it'll be scary. I will say that. Because I am not fucking about next year. And I've got time to breathe now and actually take my time. Forgot about the tournament? Oh, Jeff. You need to remember, the Invitationals, Chris Kamara. But yeah, Causey, we're starting very shortly. And Senti, so good luck, guys. And we'll start in 12 seconds. But yeah, like, I'll obviously still try and get, find, if there's a miracle that happens, then I'll be very happy to be in the play-ins. But I'm not going to be putting too much pressure on myself with, like, relentless grinding. I would just be seeing where my current level is, in the competition. Because, I'm still good enough to compete. And I feel like I put too much pressure on myself this year, for sure. Right, let's start and begin. Damn, I'm yapping. Sorry, Chris Kamaras. I do out-yap a lot of yappers. It is kind of my thing. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a bit of both. But yep, we've got Causey against Senti here. I think these look like Minas Gerais poles. Yeah, I feel like they look more Minas Gerais to me. I don't think they're Piranha poles. Also, rounded poles would be very suspicious for Piranha. Have we got the payment as well? Yeah, we've got the payment. I mean, maybe there's a bit of confusion with the single support. I think single support is meant to be... I mean, Minas can sometimes have single supports as well, sometimes. But I think that style of pole is a bit different to the normal single support. It's kind of like similar to Acre, so like you have a long... It's like it's hard to explain, but it's like an asymmetrical pole. And it's just the way like the single attachment on the other side looks. I think it is on some guides somewhere. You probably just have to do some digging. But yeah, but we also had the pavement as well, which was good for also Santa Catarina, but there was rounded poles, which was very weird for. Well, he actually switched from Piranha, so that made sense. But I think the architecture was a bit more north. I feel like you would expect to see more tiled roofs there if it was more south. Not tiled roofs, metal roofs. Welcome in, LG. Yep, you've made it on time. Don't worry. Bro, people need to remember the invitationals. They still exist, I'm only joking. But like I said, we've only got 5 left, so everyone's gonna be like, exciting because we know it's not gonna last forever, like it'll be over before we know it. Time flies, So let's enjoy every moment of it. Like I say, I think people really don't understand like how long these have been going on for, and like I said, people have been saying there's not been enough tournaments in the community. But like I said, I do these tournaments pretty much every Friday, Saturday for the last 2 years. And like I said, obviously there's legends playing in it, but like I say, at times it is not as, active compared to like what people expect it to be. But at the end of the day, like, it just shows like, some people are more into like playing duels nowadays, like, or playing tournaments where there's a prize pool. Or if certain people do tournaments, like, there's many reasons why people participate in tournaments, but like I say, the opportunities have been there for 2 years, Like I say, I hope like you guys have enjoyed it who have been able to take part, because like I say, I've spared a lot of Fridays and Saturdays for this, and for the community and for GeoGuessr. It's really nice to have you guys, whether you're viewing, watching, or playing. It's always very nice to have that company. And to have, players keen in playing. And that's a really nice guess from Senti there. Very well played. So right now it's... well, it was one big hit really, because Causey did win the first 4 rounds. But it does looked like Senti did a lot more damage in that one round. Like, if that was decent multis, maybe Causey could have been in trouble a lot more. But this one you probably have to get right. It should be Kazakhstan. Okay, we're on the A16, I think, with both players. It's a very narrow road. Why is this road so narrow? There's 5 invitationals left, including this one. Yeah, that was a weird road. It felt a bit saucy. Yeah, Aksu Road made sense. I remember Aksu being, or Stepnogorsk, whatever place I'm you associate with. I remember it being quite narrow, and the coverage did add up. I just didn't really see the soil that well in that round. But then again, they were probably too busy lining up the road and looking at the map, so that's probably why. But yeah, there's one today. There's one tomorrow morning. Then there'll be one on Friday evening again. And that'll be the last Friday evening one. Because the 100th one will be on a Saturday night instead of a Friday night. And the 99th one will be next Saturday. Which will be 1v1. And that'll be the last morning one. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday will be the very last one. For, like, you know, players who won't be able to make last one because of time zones. That'll be the last morning one, so I'll be trying to you know, invite a lot of people, let you guys know, like, it will be the last morning one, and it'd be good to have a nice turnout for that too, because like I say, you know, I spare times in the mornings too to do the Saturdays. You know, the opportunity's been there for people to play in them. You know, it's not like there hasn't been tournaments happening. You know, I say the option's been there, and if you wanted to play, you've played, and I'm happy for everyone who's played. And that's a big round. Another big damage round there from Senti. I mean, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be, but decent 500, 600 points. Welcome in, GeoMango. Hope all is well. How's it going, Chris Kamara? Okay, looks like we've got some India action here. The roofs feel a bit more towards the east side, I would say. Could be Madhya Pradesh. Potentially. No, we got... Wait, this is weird. We had a triangle stuff. Wait. Is it a... Wait. I'm confused. It's Madhya Pradesh. Yeah, Madhya Pradesh can sometimes have the triangle. Yep. I was going to say, but I'm surprised we didn't see a Madhya Pradesh pull. And yeah, those roofs were definitely... were more east. India. I wouldn't have gone more central or west usually with those type of tiled roofs. Babasu palms everywhere. We kind of got exposed cars, so maybe like potentially a North Tocantins, a Maranyao Tocantins para border could work. Could be just para. We got Mato Grosso. I think Mato Grosso is a very risky guess. It's possible. Oh, he has switched. Okay, that was a huge switch because he was in Mato Grosso. And that's going to be game. It was just Maranyao. Maranyao can just have random exposed car. And Senti takes the win. So GG's to him. And he will make it through to the next round. And of course, massive shout out to, Causey for helping out with, make sure the bracket's all good. And also GG's to him as well. And of course, he had the patience to wait as well. He did wait a fair bit. So... credit when it's due, and he did have a good start as well. But Senti had 2 really big rounds there that really made the difference. So, yep, GG's. And yep, no worries, LG. Like I said, do it for community. And welcome in, GeoMango. Hope all is well. Yep. And yeah, true, Chris Kamara, true. But yep, we've got me and LG next, so we can get this ready and can have some fun. By the way, nice kind of video. That's good to hear. I did kind of troll on a BC round, but it wasn't really for that. It was for, like, to help you guys out and to kind of share some tips and tricks. Or just, my thought process and how you can go about the rounds, And there's I think they should be always VOD. So if once the stream ends, there should be an automatic VOD, Senti. Just to let you know. But yeah, best of luck, Senti. Best of luck. Not Senti, sorry. LG, best of luck. Don't know how that happened, Jeff. But yeah, both YouTube and Twitch, it should be available at the end of the stream. Sometimes it might take a bit to process though, sometimes that happens. But yeah, good luck LG. I think we're good to go. So, yep, I'll hide chat now. Thank you for your wishes. And let's get ready. Is my camera in the right place? I think it is. It's a bit big though, isn't it? Let me just do this. Righto. Righto, we'll start shortly. And we'll start in 10 seconds. Righto, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Oh, of course we get this, round 1. Yep, we had the Eastern tiled roofs again. Okay, what year is this? 26, I don't know this. Architecture brick. Things not loading properly. I saw a front plate. Might be just traveling. Try this. Yep, it was just a traveling plate. Yeah. Felt like a Tennessee Kentucky fried chicken, to be fair. Facts. Okay, trying to pose Kanak. Coconut palms. Useful bit of red tint soil. Interesting round. I'll try something around here. Yep, very nice. Okay, first one was Spain. A little bit worried about like a weird Italy. But I feel like you have to send Spain here. 2021 copyright. I guess there's a slight danger of maybe Portugal. I mean, to me this feels like there's stuff like around here. I don't know 21 copyright distribution. That's kind of thrown me off. Yeah, it was a bit more south, if that makes sense. The 21 definitely threw me off. I don't know the 21 distribution. Okay, I'm guessing... I'm a little scared about this one. I think it's a... Is it Alaska? I'm a bit confused. What the fuck? Oh my god, I completely blundered. Why did that feel so north? It makes so much sense with the trees. Oh my god. And I was wondering why I didn't recognise the road. I was like, what's going on? That really threw me off. It felt so northern. Damn. Well, that's me mocking the bacon, but I got away with it, I guess. Jesus Christ, that was something. Kind of makes me think of the east here. Maybe I'll try like Gangneung or something. I don't know. Yep, I mean, I should just click the city. I mean, that would have been even better, to be fair. Besides, I've been playing fine besides that last round. Okay, Brazil. Some sort of front blur. Buyer like insulator. There is no front. Front blur. Like this. Is it updated copyright? I don't know. It kind of could be that weird, but that's not proper yet. Wasn't that more of like around this area? Yeah, maybe it's like something like around this proximity. Yeah, it's actually just the stuff near Conquista, but that's going to be GG. We'll take the win. Honestly, it was okay. Like, it was just like the one round that was horrendous. Like, but that's the type of thing that can cost you a game. Damn, it's so obvious now in hindsight. It's so obvious in hindsight. It's just so obviously not BC. Or Alaska. Because I thought it was BC at first. And then I turned my vision to Alaska and I was confused why it was a front plate. But it's just the West Coast trees. I completely trolled that. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not even, we don't even have the proper northern trees either. Yeah, we both trolled there, definitely. But I probably would have still won anyway, even if he got that. Welcome in, Smiling Hayden. Hope all is well. Just watched the third match. I will check the Twitch chat now as well, because since I put that back up first. Let's get this back on. Mayo, I just thought like with the tree vegetation, I thought more East Coast, and then that was the city the one of the main cities on the East Coast. I didn't really get a South vibe. That was mostly vibes. Yeah, India should be one of my strongest countries. That's why I get very disappointed when I throw on streams. But yeah, we'll take the win on GG's LG. Yeah, I was thinking that would be C. Then I saw the blur, and then I was like, wait, I don't remember a road in Alaska looking like this. And then just tunnel visioned. Like I don't know how we both thought it was so north. We definitely kind of mocked the bacon there, but it happens. But if I forget about that one round, I think I had some really nice guesses there. So gotta focus on the positives, you know. And make sure we don't do that mistake again as well. But next up, we've got Zeka against Stevie G. So feel free to get ready, guys, and we'll get this underway. Be happy if you're wondering, Smiling Hayden. This is the 96 Invitational. We've got 5 more to go. How often do you play GeoGuessr? Do you play regularly? Like, have you got a rank, or are you quite more of a casual, more new to the game? Just because it's the first time I've seen you around. But yeah, unlucky LG with that. But then again, it didn't really make a difference. Like, it could have given you a lot of damage though on that round, but I don't think you would have won with the multis. I don't think it would have been a lot, but I think your health got quite low anyway. But yeah, let's get Zeka and Stevie G in. It might have maybe react bad, but then again, I don't usually look where my opponent goes. I look where I go. So, yep. Right, we'll give him a cheeky wave. But I've got Game Master on. Yep, I'll just wave and swap Zeka in. And yep, best of luck to both players. And I'll check if both are ready and screen sharing all good. No, wait 1 minute. Okay, wait. Oh, yep. Just double check. Of course, no helping Riley. No cheating, Bezo. No cheating. You're welcome to watch his screen share, though, of course. I'm just waiting for Stevie G to just say he's all good to go. Right, yo. Let's do this. Both players are ready. Let's begin. So Canton's not going to have these big hills, right? Yep, so there was a white mushroom on one of the poles. That was really handy for Bayer. You might have missed it. It wasn't on like a normal pole. The white mushroom gave it away. But yeah, like I've practiced region guessing Bayer, and it's helped me improve my vibes a lot within Bayer. There's a lot of good like car clusters as well in Bayer. It's definitely vibe gettable. Tocantins, I think there was a no support pole in the distance, but maybe you couldn't tell from that far. But did you go Tocantins, or where'd you go exactly? Just in comparison, like, I'm just curious where you went because I didn't actually check where you were. But yep, a nice round 1 there from Stevie G. Okay, wait, what car is this? Was it no, or was it black car? Wait, it's not. It's no car. Okay, we've got a lot of birch line here. I can't say if we've got Kazan like trees. They're kind of weird. They could be Kazan trees. I don't know. It could be just It could be a weird Tambov, I guess, or the pets, but it could be a weird Kazan being beta. Oh, it is cursed. Yeah, I was wondering about that because we had massive birch line trees, and I feel like there's a certain area in, I don't know if it's Bryansk or Belgorod, but there's somewhere where you have like lots of spammed birches. Free Kursk Road, to be fair, Riley. Surely you'll get it next time. Wait, is there like something on this car? What is this plaster on the car, by the way? What is that plaster, Jeff? Why has this car got a plaster? Has it fallen down a pothole or something? Like, what's going on there? I saw something in India, Jason. Is that the one that BZH did, or? But yeah, I've got a good Jurat send. And it is UP. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Like I say, I do need a full reset with, like, countries. I think, like, I'm going to, like, revisit countries quite properly. But I also want to, like, make sure my limited coverage countries are clean as well. And thank you for the follow, Anthra. Welcome in. Hope all is well. And like I said, if anyone's got any questions about any rounds, feel free to let us know, you know. So Cantins are so long grass and nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like yep, of course, like, if you didn't see the bio insert, that's fair. If you don't know, I assume you know about that. But if you don't, obviously, check the guides. But, you know, something that I think is good for bio is practice region gets in the States. It can definitely be very helpful. But Stevie G is playing really well right now. He's got a decent lead. Zeka will need a big comeback here. But it is still early. Has Stevie G's internet died? Like, what's going on? Oh, no. Okay, he's back. Okay. He might have had to refresh the page or something. Yeah, I do need to look at this stuff. Like, I've practiced India without car clusters. I've forgotten a lot of car cluster metas. But I have, I have learned, like, you know, the general consistent things that doesn't require car. So my general vibe for India is not usually, it shouldn't be that bad. But I can definitely be more specific in certain areas and situations for sure. But with small cam, you need to be adapted to that as well. And I think I need to learn small cam car seasons. I feel like that's not great right now. Yep, Zeka going South Silhouette. I'll do like that with the exposed car. I don't know what copyright it was, but I think they're both correct or near enough. But Zeka, of course, getting the road. I assume it was the order exposed, right? Welcome in, Euro Runix. Hey, I just wanted to thank you for sharing the coaching sessions with your sister. It's helped me out a lot. That's really great to hear. I'm really happy that, you know, you guys, like, you know, I find the videos helpful and it's helping you, because I feel like there's a lot of tip videos and stuff out there that might be like too forward, you know. And like, I think my sister's like at that kind of level where you can kind of go through a lot of the fundamentals and not try and do too much at once, you know. So like, oh, big guess from Zeka. I mean, it might be clip farming, Riley. But yeah, that's really great to hear. And like I said, there's going to be more of those videos coming out. I think we've got an Australia one planned at some point. And we'll probably start breaking down, like, you know, weighing up different regions in Europe soon too. So we've got plenty of that coming out, you know, in the future. And of course, after the World League concludes, you know, you guys are going to see the content keep going and going. I'm definitely going to be, you know, helping you guys out with some educational videos, but also next month we've got the rank 1v1s coming back as well, which should also be a good laugh. But Zeka has brought this back. And he is now in the lead. So, you know, despite the amazing start that Stevie G had, he's letting Zeka pull a reverse Istanbul. So ideally, Stevie G would not want that to happen. But I do like the Northeast US vibes. I need to learn the Northeast road line metas. Is there ever a chance this could be like more south, or am I going insane? Nope, it's just that area. It was New Hampshire. I need to weigh up the road line stuff. Do you like Sobersley? I mean, I'm a Liverpool fan, of course I do. Chris Kamara, welcome in Barter. I feel like there is variation in the Northeast. I don't think it's as well researched publicly, but I think there is definitely some stuff that can be looked into. But when I mean Northeast, I mean stuff like anywhere from Pennsylvania, New Jersey and onwards. I think there was something about Maryland lines and stuff like that, but I don't think there's a guide out for it. It's just like what people have been kind of noticing in game a little bit. That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome, man. Yep. More to go. I don't know, sounds fake. Well, people said North Carolina lines are fake, and then they end up being quite consistent. You just need to know they got some ones in... yeah. I feel like Maryland has different ones. Maybe when it's not hilly. I feel like Maryland can have some different ones, but maybe I'm going crazy. And I feel like... yeah, when we West Virginia ones are pretty reliable. Not always, though. But you have to take things as they are. Well, Riley, if you don't, you gotta trust what you want to trust. It's not my choice, it's your decision. But a lot of people do try and use road lines if they've got not much else. And Stevie G is gonna take... No, it's not. It's Zeka. Sorry, I pulled a apology. Zeka does bring it back. Well played to him. He did bring that back. It was a Northeast round as well, I believe. It was Connecticut. But yep. Yep. Yeah, what's the difference between North Carolina's and Noah wide lines? It's pretty much like in between. What's it? It's like North Carolina's are kind of like not wide enough to be Mississippi ones, but they're also not narrow enough to be, the normal ones. It's kind of like you can tell they're wide, but not too wide. Pretty much. That's the gist. But again, like, there are exceptions. I think Georgia is a bastard. Like, Georgia likes doing all sorts of random shit. Like, you can't always 100% trust it, but... yep, I saw you refresh. I think I was able to see everything, Stevie G, but GG's, man. Yeah, maybe next time let me know, because if you're really struggling with lag, then just let me know, and, we can give, given circumstances, if, if the screen share is causing it, I've seen some random weird lines in Georgia sometimes. Not always, but usually quite normal, but I've seen exceptions. It's kind of like US just has random exception shit. Like, if you ever ask about JHK about US metas, like 99% of the time you'll say it's fake, because there's exceptions and you have to be careful. And if you're better off getting better without it first, and then if you've got nothing else for a certain 50-50, it could be useful. But a lot of US is kind of like combining things together from what I've seen. Yeah. Yes, DVG, maybe next time, if you have the same issue, just not screen share, let me know next time, we can do that. But if it's a PC, if there's nothing, obviously we can do. So hopefully, that can get resolved soon. But yeah, I don't want to be like acting like I'm a US expert, but it's kind of like, there's a reason why there isn't big guides on this stuff, because you have to be careful with it. It's like the Ohio stuff where you have like the northern RPMs off center, but the thing is though, like, I've seen them off center sometimes in a couple other states, but usually it's Ohio, so you have to be really careful with metas. It's like Brazil, like there's gonna be like one random meta for Brazil you trust, and then you'll see like a yellow paint in Rio de Janeiro. It's kind of like that. You kind of have to treat Brazil and US as kind of a similar approach where you can't 100% trust things all the time. But if you got nothing, you got to trust some things at some point, if you got nothing to go off. But like I say, if my vibe's stronger and I don't trust the road lines, I'm going to trust my vibe. But if the road lines and I can't separate the two, then I'm probably going to leave one over the other. Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, you had a good start, Stevie G, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, you're also playing Zerka, so it was always going to be a tough game. But yep, next up we've got Krish and Vicar Ronald, so feel free to get ready, guys. But yeah, like I say, ask US experts. You know, take me with a pinch of salt. Like, I am not a main I'm not that good at US, you know. But I use certain things that I've noticed that other people don't use, and it tends to help me win games. That's the only thing I would add. But there are times where I don't trust things because it doesn't look like that, you know. And you get those vibes by playing more US. So, yep. Welcome in XA Hull, hope all is well. We're about to start the next game. So good luck to both Krish and Vehicle Ronald, and we'll start shortly. But yeah, GG's. I mean, you gave it a good game. You obviously got it in you to play, you know, compete against definitely some of the top players for sure. I mean, obviously Zerka's right up there, so you show a lot of promise though. But yeah, best of luck to Krish Kamara and Vehicle Ronald. Let's begin. Yeah, pros won't screen share next time. I don't know why it is doing it today. Yeah, I mean, it might be better next time. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't know if the 98th one... I'm not sure yet. I think next Friday one might be a no move. And Tourney. On the Friday. The Saturdays are always NMPZ. I mean, what are you meant to do against that? Like, what are you meant to do against that? I mean, I think Krish got the very worst round he could have possibly got there. Like, Vicar Ronald obviously is... Oh my god. This guy is jinxed. This guy might be jinxed. Bro's getting back-to-back rushes against probably one of the best rusher players is kind of insane. That is insane. I mean, this isn't too bad because we've got White Car. It should be South... It should be South, yeah, Primorsky. But yeah, I mean, it does prevent the flaws, but damn, you do not want any more rounds like that. That's for sure, like round one. Okay, it's not Russia this time. We've got wooden poles. You get these wooden poles a lot in Greece. But nowadays you have to think about Cyprus sometimes. You got to be careful of Cyprus, but I do believe this one should be Greece. I would probably go... not too far from Athens or the island or this peninsula bit that's west of Athens where Krish Kamara is. Yeah, I mean, Stevie G played a couple. Obviously, if there's any concerns or any uncertainties, then it's a safety precaution. But if a player is really struggling and you've played you've played a few now, it's not like you're brand new. It's fine. Okay, this should be Italy. We've got the quote, some hints of Rome trees. Who is Chris Camagra? That is a crazy one. Chris Kamara. Yeah, it's Chris Kamara. You just need to search Dunorjeff and you'll find it. You'll find the reference. No worries. I should have said Dunorjeff. I need to say Dunorjeff next time you said that. Usually that's how I reply. Yeah, it happens, yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, should be Ecuador here with the bollards. Is this a Esmeraldas road or is this... I feel like it has to be west. As I don't recognise the Gen 3 for east, but maybe I'm going insane. Maybe I'm going insane though. I feel like it's more west because I don't recognise it. That's the only reason why I thought it was west. Oh damn, it's right on the coast. Well, that is west as it probably can be, to be fair. But right now, of course, Vicar Ronald does have the lead, but look at Chris. Chris has 4 round wins in a row. He's building up the multis exactly, so we'll see. We will see if he'll come back. I mean, maybe he was inspired by Zerka, you never know. But we do have an early sign. I do like Ontario. I was thinking more near Manitoulin kind of island area, with that kind of car colour, and it just didn't feel quite right for further west. And we should be in Turkey here. Got Turkey bollards, of course. Got the pickup. My Turkey is pretty shit, unfortunately. But in the future, there'll be a time to improve at it a lot. But we'll see what both players do here. This is the type of round that it wouldn't surprise me if Vikrano just knows every road. He's the type of player to be good at Turkey. Would not surprise me. Well, it was quite east, so neither player were that close. But it was more towards the east side, so, you know, like, they're kind of along the right lines. But Vikrano has won the last 2 rounds, so he's starting to get his multis up now. But man, if that round came later, oh boy, Chris would have lost, definitely, so... We should be in Bangladesh here. We got some Bengali. We got the Bengal Roosts. Is that more of like more towards Khulna and Rajasai? I think it's more of a Khulna thing. Them roofs more towards the border. But maybe Krish Kamara didn't see it. Who knows? But maybe he played it safe. But we're getting India here. I'm not really seeing the script very well. But we have got an Andhra Pradesh soon. I mean, there's still the danger of being Telangana. We've got a Karnataka. Ooh. I think we're both not shown... we got different guesses in the scripts. I think we see ticks. I think it's Andhra Pradesh and Telangana scripts. So, there is a chance that Krish might be in trouble here. And that's a really nice guess from Vikrano. And that's going to be game. I mean, Vikrano... I mean, just from that rush around alone, it required something special for Krish to come back from that. But yep, Vikrano moment can just, when he's on form, he's very, very, very hard to beat. One of the most underrated players out there in the community, in my opinion. So, yep, GG's to Vikrano, a very, very strong performance, especially on the Russia and the India. And yep, next up, we've got Riley's very first game. And he'll be facing against Senti. So feel free to get ready, guys. And we'll get your game underway fairly soon. Also, I need to figure out getting the football on my phone. But because Liverpool are playing right now. It looks like nothing's happened anyway. I think I noticed ticks on the characters. But the region guessing... Andhra Pradesh, I don't know how he cooked that one. Don't know if he read it. I don't know if he can read it. But yeah, I assume you mistook that in place. Were you just not sure if they were the horn shape for Kanaka over the ticks? Because I think you could just about make out there were ticks, but it was quite hard to see with the shit cam, so it's understandable. But yeah, it was the script was a bit. I did notice there was a little bit of ticks going on. But yeah, let's. I mean, let's be honest. That Russia was really nice. Well played on the Russia. I don't know if that was a repeat or you just knew the road immediately. Like you cooked that one really well. But yep, best of luck to both Riley and Senti. Riley might have chat off. But yep, both players are ready, so we'll start shortly. Ready up. Let's begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Okay. Yeah, it feels like it's some limited Gen 3 coverage. I think I know where this coverage is. Oh, it wasn't where I thought it was, actually. I thought it was going to be where Riley was. Nice round 1 there from Riley, but both players getting it. What have we got going on here? I'm not scrolling. I'm just checking something. It's not. I don't have TikTok on my phone actually. I've never downloaded TikTok. Fun fact. Big round though. From Riley. Big damage in Canada there. Not getting the province though, but getting definitely close enough. Yeah, I give up. I give up. I give up, Chris Kamara, on that. Okay, we've got a very specific zoom in from Riley. It's interesting, overcasts. This one surprised me if it's much more out of the way. Wait, that's a blunder. I think that's a blunder. Yep. He's still alive though. I assumed he just never checked the car. Who are you? I forgot all my days, bro. You're kind of mocking the bacon. he found your name in the name. Yeah, it does take a few 10 seconds to be fair. What do you need free time? Not TikTok. I don't know. I mean GeoGuessr to be fair. Not gonna lie. I don't know, I probably will go to TikTok. I'll probably start making content on TikTok at some point in the future, but yeah, like I say, it'd be for the content. I'm not really as into. What happened there? I need to know what happened there. Because did you guys see his behavior? Did he like ever zoom onto the screen? I mean, the guest was quite far off as well, so I'm a bit confused. I guess I could watch the replay. If I can. Because I don't know if he actually went onto the map. Yeah, it was just some weird Netherlands lock. But I mean, that was an opportunity for Sense to bounce back into it, but I want to check. I guess I can't watch the replay. I mean... I want to see if he is here because he might. I don't even know if he even zoomed onto the map. He might have generally just left the game, like rage quit. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. Thought the game was over and left, but I didn't have time to come back. Right. I mean, we can do it again, but your health will be the same as what it was the previous the round that you lost the health in Ukraine. Unless Riley wants to go again, that's fine, but it's probably more fair to have the health after the Ukraine. But if you want to just restart fully, Riley, that's also fine. But I think the health thing is the most fair. If you're opposed to that, let me know. But otherwise, I would try and figure out what the health was. Up to Senti. What do you want to do, Senti? It was quite a chaotic game anyway, weren't it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have two chats open. Yep. You can choose whatever one you like. Like, I'll leave it the option for you guys because some of you guys, you know, on the YouTube and some guys are on the Twitch, and you guys got a choice. I don't mind either. Senti, can you let us know like what would you prefer? He won, I think, so you just want to give him the win? Well, if we're just going to win, that's fine. Yep. I assume you're saying give him the win with that, so... I guess that means yes. So I will give him the win. The I think is making you sound like you're not sure, but I assume... You're saying he won because he should win from that game. That's fair. Because the last round, he did send the Chronicles of Narnia as well. But, yeah, your health was very low, so very fair. Respect you for doing that, of course. Loki, I thought you rage quit. Not gonna lie. I thought you rage quit when you didn't guess. But it's fine. It happens. But yeah, I guess we'll move on and get ready for the next game. So we've got Super Host away against myself. So we'll see if Super Hot 8 is here, and we'll get this game underway fairly soon. Okay, he is inactive right now, but he is in the party. So let's get Game Master off, and I'll get him in, and then we'll get ready for the game. So we'll just wait for him to get ready. I guess he's not in the lobby. I might have to ping him. Nope, he's here. Perfect. He's in the lobby. He'll be in the party. He'll be in the party active again soon. Right up. Wishing the best of luck. He is ready. Let's move the camera so it's not in the way of everything. And yeah, let's begin. Best of luck to Senti. I'll hide the chats. And let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I think this game's taking the piss. What year is this? 24, no car. Is it more like no car around here? Or is it it's more west? Maybe more west, but I'm not sure. I'll try something like this. Yep, it was that road. Nice. Not missing BC there. Okay. I need to learn this like bird shit distribution. I mean, it feels like it's meant to be more around this area, but it does feel like a random dirt. This feels very distinct. I'm sure Riley's screaming at the screen right now saying, it's a free here. It's a free here. Where the Jeffington DC is he going? Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm so confused, if I'm being honest. Like, where is this cluster? I just saying outskirts of Sunshine, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, because it was outskirts of Assumption. Yeah, I was going to say, like, where would you get, like, a road like that, you know, off the yellow roads there? Like, it kind of had to have been somewhere near the urban area, I thought. That's the only thing I could think of. Bangladesh. 25. These more western ones? What are the roofs saying? We've got brick as well, so that works. Yeah, I mean we got the region. That's fine. Okay. Why is this autumn coverage? Is this Quebec stuff, or am I going insane? I'm confused here. It can't be Quebec. Maybe it's a weird Ontario or something. I'm really confused. I'm really confused. I might be throwing this round. I'm really confused. What the hell was that? It was Maine. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't expect Maine to be that hilly in the north. That made so sense why the Quebec fab. I was so confused with the coverage. I don't think I've seen that coverage in Maine before, either. Okay, let's have a look around. It's probably Argentina, yeah. What year is it? 26. Yeah, I don't know this stuff. Very flat though. Yeah, what's the grid like? It's like a Vayedma or something. It doesn't quite add up. Is there anything else that it could be? I don't know. Nope, it's Southborough. I thought that blur didn't exist down there, but I'm just shit at Argentina. I thought South, then I kind of gassed at myself because I thought there was some car coverage at blur where I was. But maybe I'm just misremembering. A bit of a blunder there. I mean, start the game well, then just do unbelievably dumb stuff. Average me moments. Overcast. I should know this road, but I think I'm unfortunately misremembering this. I thought it could have been like the A, but it's kind of forested and a bit weird. I'll try it, but I might be missing this if I'm being honest. Nope, I just 5k. That's fine. I thought it could. I thought that was the road that was most logical anyway. If I didn't do that dumb guess, I would be in control of this game. Okay, we got Hills East. And Mandan one's West. This is a bit weird. And the reflectors are throwing me off. Is that like a New Mexico Ridge? Is it the New Mexico Ridge or something? Like, are we in Truth or Consequences or something? I'm really confused. Okay, it wasn't the ridge I thought it was, but it reminded me of something I've seen in this area before. But yeah, GG's. I trolled the Argentina hard, the first one, but at least we bounced back with a 5k, so again, it's like, I think I played fine besides like one absolutely stinky guess. And the main one I could have probably got, but I'm going to be honest, I've just not looked at main coverage, so I did not expect it. I mean, I thought Quebec until I saw the stop sign, so I got really confused. Because I didn't like this car for anywhere. Like, I thought like no, it was no car or a weird blue car. Because I think there's a no car in 24 in South Quebec, I think. So that's what confused me, but then it's not even in that cluster. So I should have brought up US. If the car meta doesn't exist, and it doesn't make sense where you think it is, bring up US. It will make a massive difference. But yeah, round 4, round 5 weren't great, but we played very strong in the other rounds, which was good. So GG's to Super Stewie, and we are through to the semi-finals. Right, I'll get the chats up very shortly. And let's check what you guys have been saying. Okay, okay, why is the YouTube one blocked? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just read. Seika mocking the bacon. Yeah, but I didn't bring up US with the car not making sense. Yeah. Yep, GG's. Yeah. GG's. Supposed to do. Yeah, Arch was a blunder. I mean, I thought it was South, but then I kind of thought there was the front blur stuff like in South BA and in Rio Negro, and I kind of just gaslit myself with that tunnel vision. Like I say, my Arch knowledge, I should probably ignore the car stuff if it's 26 because my vibes are probably better than trying to remember it right now. Not really into pro play. I'm kind of new to the game. How likely do you think it is that when they win the World Cup in Berlin? I mean, it's definitely possible, but I would definitely say there are, probably stronger favourites, like who have won it before and also who are doing better in the league. But honestly, anything's possible, and if the crowd's his way, with the support, anything's possible. It could happen. You never know. You never know. You never know what can happen. But yep, GG's. Yep, I'm just kind of the Arge was the mocking it, and the main I should have brought up US with the car not making sense anywhere in Canada it was, for sure. But we've got our semi-finalists now. So Seika and Vicar Ronald, you guys are up. It is a best of 3, and yep, then one of you guys will be in the final. So let's get you guys in. And give you guys a cheeky wave. And we'll get the scores on. And, yep. Yeah, I've had 2 very bad guesses in the last 2 games, but thankfully it wasn't later on in the game. That's all I would say. Right. Right up, good luck to both players. And we'll start very shortly. So this is now a best of 3. And let's see who will come on top here. Will it be Zeka or will it be Vicar Ronald? Let's find out. Chris Kamara's. Let's go. That might be one of the most random comments I've ever seen in my life. That might be one of the most random comments I've ever seen in my life on the kind of video. I was not expecting to see that comment. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's like a video idea. If anything, that's an interesting one. Oh, Colorado cluster. Looks like Zeka knew the region guess. Nice one. But yeah, like I say, you know, not everything in GeoGuessr should be about the pros, you know. But obviously nowadays, there's a big factor in it when you play ranked. Because once you're playing anything competitive, you start thinking about, you know, who's the best and how can I get there, you know, if you're motivated to go that route. But the reality is not everyone's like that, you know. Not everyone's got the same goals or the same interest in GeoGuessr, you know. Some people just want to play and have fun, you know, and learn things at their own pace. But Zeka, speaking of pace, he's starting off on a good pace here with a very nice Romania guess there. Also, a person to get the country, I believe. Okay, so we're both thinking the road, the Cresswell Road, although Vicar Ronald is on the 1, which I think is near the Cresswell one, so it could be just on the 1. Yeah, I think Zeka's also thinking it. There is a road, isn't there, like a bit more west that can look baity, but I think they're both correct here. No, it was that road. It was the road that I was worried about. The road's, you know, south of Delamere. Yeah. I was thinking if it could have been that, but I think I would have done the same as them, to be honest, in that situation. Which is for Chris Kamara. Okay, we've got a Philippine zoom here. Is that a Mazbit saying? I don't mind the Mazbit call. I mean, I know Riley's practiced a fair amount of Philippines. And, I mean, we did have some sugarcane, I think. It was like more wild sugarcane, it appeared. But, not Riley, sorry, Zeka. Jesus Christ. Well, I assume Riley might have taught some things to Zeka. Same person. Anyway, sorry, Riley. I'm playing you afterwards, aren't I? But yeah, Zeka did get the Islander, so well played to him. But Vicar Ronald's like, hold my beer, Jeff, because I want some Kentucky Fried Chicken, Jeff. Okay, we should be in Argentina here with the poles, the landscape, the vast openness. The exposed card, I do like the Buenos Aires call, although you can see some of the stuff a bit more north, for sure. But it's worth mentioning this is a best of 3. So they don't have to win this game, but of course it would be ideal. And yep, I did really like Vicar Ronald's guess, so he does bounce back. And we're level again. I need to check how Liverpool are doing. They're probably losing, aren't they, with how shit we are? Yep, we're losing, of course we are. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, both players missing the country there. Didn't really have a look, they just kind of both sent early. Okay, it should be West Australia here. Yep, both going wow, but it was a little bit more east. Okay, what have we got going on here? Should be Russia. Was that pronounced B? No, it's not. It might be, I think this could be like a Nizhny or something. Or towards Vladimir. Yeah, I do like that guess. Yeah, both players are in the rough same proximity. I mean, I don't usually want to be getting... Okay, it was near Moscow. Was that pronounced B or was that normal B? I don't know, Jeff. I thought it looked like normal B. I thought it wasn't as pronounced, but maybe it was just looking weird. As I think Vicar Ronald was checking for smudges. He was also looking quite high up. He didn't check if we had the pronounced B smudge straight above our heads, so I don't think he checked for that. Oh, it didn't appear he was looking for that. He was looking for what type of normal B type it was, I think. But it is Zeka going to take the round win there. But as of right now, we are 10 rounds in. And, you know, there's not much to separate them, really. 800 points. But we have got some May coverage Ukraine. Looks like Vic Ronald is checking for the pixels. We've got no car. I mean, he's going Turnipil. I mean, yeah, Turnipil I think has May. No car. The only thing I thought was Vinistia, Vinistia, but I think it's more... It's either Turnipil or Kelmanetsky, I think, over that. But we'll see where Zeka going. He might be going in the same area. And, I mean... Yep, you do not want Ukraine against Vicar Ronald. He's probably... From what I've seen, he might be a top 3 at minimum. Ukraine player for the way he plays. Especially compared to other pro players. Compared to pro players. He is insane at Ukraine. That was a very, very nice 5k from him there. Yep, we got Dark Soil. I'm not too sure about the Wyoming guess. I would have probably gone more Idaho or Oregon. Probably more Oregon, but they're both going Wyoming, so maybe I'm not seeing this right. Okay. That was really weird soil for Wyoming. Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Interesting. Why does the soil look so dark there? It did feel weird for Oregon, that's why I thought maybe weird Idaho, but then I couldn't really place it in Idaho, so... I mean, I still need to learn my US, so... Maybe there's some car cluster thing knowledge too there. Who knows? Okay, we do have an early send here. We've got an Idaho from both players. Right near each other, actually. It looks like Vicaro's slightly going a bit more west. And it was near Gimlet. Okay. Very decent game here. Zeka hangs on with 127 health. This is, I don't know if this is what Zeka wants. They both send the same road, but it's risky business sending early unless he's worried that Vicar Ronald will out 5k him. But they both sent the same proximity. Maybe he also just knew which stretch of road it was going to be, so he sent it early, and he knew it was going to be enough to survive. But we have got a road number there, I think, maybe? I don't think it's a province road number. I think it's an actual road number. Is it 5 or 7? I can't actually read it. This could even be like... I feel like it's a 7. It even feels like a weird west, but... Yeah, it is Istanbul. Yeah, I was wondering if it was Europe, Turkey, with the hills. But yep, that's going to be game. So, Vicar Ronald is going to take the first game win. So that'll be 1-0 to him. But we still got a best of 3, of course. We still have a best of 3. So, yep, let's jump into the next game and see what is going to happen, Jeff. Just go check my phone. Yeah, it's half time, we're 1-0 behind, of course. I mean, the score we bought out was not great. Yep, should be Thailand with these poles. Got the dots going from bottom to top. Red soil, I'd probably lean a bit more east usually. And yep, both players in the right, along the right lines there. Could have aim on in Cambodia, to be fair. But no aim-ons there. Okay. Have we got some dogs, Jeff? I think we do. We're weighing up Java from Vicar Ronald. I don't mind the Java call. I do like that. I think I prefer Java over Sumatra, unless it's Southern Sumatra. I did prefer his Java guess. I don't know what made him switch to Sumatra. I mean, it definitely could be, but I would prefer Java here. But it's a weird round, so we'll see. And it's Sulawesi. I mean, average Indonesia for you. Average Indo. Very tough round there. Well, this one's most likely going to be Java. In particular, this car is most common for Central and East Java. When you see this little like weird stubby antenna sticking up to the sky. Do not muddle this up, of course, with the America's antennas and the Cambodian antenna. It does look quite different. But yeah, I mean, both players are going to get that. But yeah, not too much happening in the early rounds, but just a crazy Sulawesi lock. But no player got that, so the health is pretty much even, with Seika having a slight lead, but the multis haven't really gone up yet, so. Okay, we have a Cebu versus a late, and it was actually, what's this island called again? Tikau Island. I haven't seen that come up for a bit. I wonder if Riley would have got that. Who knows, Jeff? He didn't call it in chat, so that is unlucky, Bezo. Okay, Zerka weighing up New Mexico snow. Yeah, is it NorCal? It could be Arizona NorCal. I don't remember the snow coverage was, but I feel like there's some like NorCal snow coverage around here. Near Apache National Forest, but it could be somewhere else. We've also got a California too, from Zerka, which is also possible with snow. Not Zerka, sorry, Vicar Ronald. But it was the Arizona, it was the New Mexico snow instead of the Arizona one. But it felt like it was going to be one of the two. Wait, I wasn't watching. You just missed the Philippines, Jeff. I think you missed 2 Philippines actually, and I accidentally called you. I accidentally called Zerka Riley and said, "Okay, Riley's learnt his Philippines, so he should get this." Then I realised it was Zerka, not Riley, playing, which was quite funny. But yeah, it was a Tikau Island lock. But Vicar Ronald is going to survive that. It should be called Tickle Island. That'll be better. It should just be Tickle. It should be called Tickle Island. Okay, we've got an address here, so they're both probably going to spot this. Bin Phuan. Yeah, Bin Phuan is like more towards the south coast of Vietnam. I don't think Zerka instantly remembers where Bin Phuan is. I think there's Bin Phuan and then there's Nin Phuan. And I think they're both like along the coast. And the Fat Fiat guess is going to give a little bit off to Zerka. I mean, it's only 900. I'm surprised that's quite low. But to be fair to Zerka, I think he has won a lot more rounds, until that point. So, but like I say, it's not much. I mean, it's still early. Maybe the points aren't as punishing because it's still early. So, yeah. Yeah, I can occasionally get that, to be fair. Chris Kamara. The question is, can you get it on a cold, rainy, wet night in Stoke? That is the question, Chris Kamara. Yeah. We've got an SA and Vic roulette here. This is probably going to be game. And it's a really nice Vic call there from Zerka. So Zerka going to take the win to make it one apiece. I don't know, Jeff. I might be pronouncing his name wrong all this time, and he just doesn't want to say. But nah, I think it's just a coincidence. I like how he replied after he finished the game. That's funny. But yeah, we're about to start the final game now, Zerka. So obviously, get ready. Same with Vicar Ronald, and best of luck to both players. And let's begin. I welcome in K-Jet as well. I think if you messaged before, I didn't see if it was you or not, but welcome in. I mean, my pronunciation is horrendous. I mean, it's kind of a meme. Like it's there's no point. There's literally like whenever people criticize, it's just joining in with the joke that I can't pronounce anything properly because it's just Jeff being Jeff, You're a native speaker. What you say goes, to be fair. To be fair. That is facts. Yep, I did like the Denmark border though. It did almost feel Danish at first until I saw the German. To be fair. But yep, one more game to decide the finalists of this game. So this one should be a pretty straightforward Bhutan. These big massive mountains with this white card Gen 3. If in doubt, you go Bhutan. Or if you're vehicle Ronald, just send in the mountains and you'll probably still 5k. Okay, should be Mexico here, I believe. I do like... Okay, I think Zeker's getting a bit excited about Leeds for a second. And yep, I do like the Yucatan. I think it could be more towards the Campeche border. In Campeche, but it was actually on the Campeche coast, yeah. I feel like when it gets towards Yucatan, it gets a bit more hilly there, a little bit more. Valid, to be fair. To be fair, Jeff. Okay, this should be Peru. Is it Black Car? 2024. I feel like where Vicarano guess should usually be 25, but yeah, it was a bit of a weird round. Very dry and weird. I definitely was weighing up Zeker's guess as well. If anything, I'd probably go where he was over where Vicarano was. But it was some weird stuff in Huanuco or something. I didn't quite see where it was. But that was weird. He's zooming on my house, GG. That is a skill issue. Nothing we can do about that, Jeff. Should be Belgium. It feels almost Dutch though. It's weird. What the fuck was that? What? What were those houses doing? I mean, I guess it was NorCat Austria, but what the fuck were those buildings doing? Why did the buildings look so Dutch and like Belgium? Or am I going insane? Were they just like Alps houses and we just kind of trolled? Like, what happened there? It felt like we had like Belgian Dutch houses, but the pavement made no sense, and obviously it was very hilly for the Netherlands, so didn't know what was going on there. That was a weird round. This one should be South Africa though. We got a Durban. I think I would prefer to go more south here. Maybe, that's a very west send from Zeker, but he's gonna cook the baked beans with that one, Jeff. And it is 3,000. I mean, South Africa is has quite a big coastline, so Zeker taking the big lead, coming into round number 7, and we've got a Kazakhstan. This should be, I think, Easter Taraz or something. It's like kind of where it gets a bit more rolling, so both players will get the rotate, I believe. It's just trying to find the pinpoint, which might get annoying. So we'll see if either of them can get it. I don't know where Vikram is zooming in, but I did like Seika's guess more, and that is going to be game. So GG's, and very nice 5k there from Seika, and he makes it through to the final. So well played to him, and also Vikrod gave it a good fight, but it does end in style with a 5k, and it is Seika that makes it through. So GG's to him, and he also came back from 1-0 down as well, so a great comeback. He's enjoying the comebacks today, for sure. But now we've got another semi-final to get ready for. We've got Riley against me, and we can get this going very soon. But yep, well played to both players. And I will I'll wait. If Riley share screens, that will let me know he's ready, of course. Also when Zeka's muted and stuff, then I will know he's 100% ready. Okay, I'll wish him the best of luck. I think he's got chat off, so I'll just say good luck, Jeff. I know, chat is probably off. A game where I'm finally happy with how I played. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, we'll start shortly. He's ready. Okay, perfect. Right, let me sort this out, because I've got a lot of movement now because of the... since I'm in the semi-final, I have to faff with this stuff, so hopefully it Doesn't look too bad. So let me do this. And do this. Rightio. We'll start in 10 seconds. I'll hide the chat. Thank you for your wishes, guys. Probably gonna need it. I don't think I'm as sharp as Riley right now, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I think everything's good to go. So let's begin. Oh, of course, get Power Guy against one of the best Power Guy players. That is kind of hilarious. That angle is really conveniently good. That angle is too conveniently good to ignore it. But it could be a bit more north. I feel like north is better though. Don't be there. Okay, it's a bit more north, yeah. I thought it didn't really feel south, but the angle was just a bit conveniently the same, I think. But it would definitely felt more towards MS there. Okay, Romania. Got the tag. Okay. Metal everywhere. May coverage as well. I think like Craiova or something like around here. Okay, it's some other May coverage. Yeah, Alexandrina I think has some May coverage like that as well. Yeah, I mean I don't know if he saw anything that I think he just hedged on the border. I'm assuming. Don't think he made that out. I'm a bit unsure what the plates are doing here. It is kind of hilly. I might try New York, New Hampshire. I'm not too sure. It could be New Hampshire. It's Maine. I mean, was there a red tint? I feel like sometimes Maine has a bit of red tint, doesn't it? I don't remember. There's some tint with the plate in Maine, but the soil made sense for Maine. But I thought the plate was a bit wrong, but I guess not. California feels quite east. Got ridge to the southeast. Okay, I'm kind of between ridges here. Oh, we got ridges straight above us. I mean, it's kind of not as prominent. Might just be not really finding it, to be honest. Yeah, we didn't scan down there, did we? I mean, it's a random white road. I mean, good luck finding that. Should have just focused on the ridge positions there rather than trying to find a road that lined up with it. Okay, we're getting a lot of US. No fronts. The plate I can't really make out. Small cam? I've not seen small cam before here. Yeah, I wish I could make out them plates. Yeah, I might try like a Georgia, South Carolina or something. I'm a bit unsure where to send here. Okay, it was Louisiana, damn. I was not expecting Louisiana from that, to be honest. That was a weird round. I didn't know what the plates were doing either, that really threw me off. Drogenberg, to be fair. Should be Norway. Got very agricultural fields. Don't think it... I think it's Norway over Sweden. Even though there is some yellow thing there, but I think it's just baiting us. Maybe it is Sweden. I feel like we've got Norway lines though. Maybe I'm trolling. Maybe I'm just trolling. I don't know. I don't trust that. It is Sweden. Fuck. we both mocked the bacon there, I guess. I did still see like a yellow sign, but I thought, yeah, it just felt weird. I mean, it makes so much sense. Wait, do I recognize this road? Where was it? I'm trying to remember if I remember this. Is it what I think it is, though? I feel like I've had this road. I don't remember where it is. I'm not going to be happy with this. Where is it? It was near Yasansa. I knew the road, but I couldn't spot it. I should have zoomed in more. I knew the road with them bollards, but... I should have got that. I should have got that. I should have got that, bruh. It's fine. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like just the north somewhere. Probably send something around here. Or it's just east. It's fine. Okay, is this meant to be tilted? Feels kind of northern. I thought like... Is this like traverse stuff or am I going crazy? I'm not really sure. Unless it was tilted. No, it was traverse. I just didn't region guess it. Yeah, I don't remember the full distribution of the slight tilted, but I thought it was going to be like Oblast, but nice guess from Riley there. Is this black car or purple? I actually can't tell. Shit. Yeah, I'm thinking the same, Riley, mate. I feel this is black car. It's not NSW, is it? I don't know what's going on. This might be GG. I don't know what's going on. It was black car NSW, yeah. I was going to say, like... I was questioning if it was update copyright because I just generally didn't think it was NSW black car. That makes sense, but it is what it is. Okay, Argentina. Interesting. Feels like Santa Cruz. Feels like it's trying to be Santa Cruz. But it might be somewhere else similar. Yeah, I'm not too sure here. Yeah, is it really south? It's the south road, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that road. I forget it has like random like hills like that there. I'm really not doing great on the Argentina today. Okay. No car. Well, it's US, right? Wait, is it US? It's US, yeah. Okay. I thought like Virginia or something, or maybe like a weird Delaware. I could see Tennessee as well, or is it Midwest? Wait, it's Midwest. It's Midwest, isn't it? It's Midwest, I think. Yeah, good save. I mean, it probably wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but I'd almost tunnel vision East Coast there. That would have been bad. Yeah, I mean, it was very vegetated. It made sense to be Ohio in hindsight. Okay. Low-key, I'm not sure. I feel like this has to be Nepal. But I'm worried about it being like some West Bengal stuff and I'm just going to troll. I might be trolling with this guess. Oh, it's more west. That's going to be game. Okay, so that's 1-0. Yeah, I think there's some weird distribution with some of the tiled roofs. I wasn't sure of. But, yeah, GG's to Ryder. That's 1-0. Yeah, Argentina was not great there from me. But we're doing alright today. But yeah, let's start the next game. I'm going to look to rally once again. Okay. Right. Eucalyptus trees. Hints of ferns. could just be like a weird SP Goiás kind of thing going on here. The eucalyptus making me think like a North Goiás, Minas maybe. I'm not really too sure where to send. Okay, I didn't realize that car was found in RS. It made a lot of sense for South actually in hindsight. That is a bit of a blunder. I counted the Division SP and then I didn't really think anything south of it in the moment. So yeah, pretty. I mean, I shouldn't be missing Brazil at that as a Brazil grinder, so. But we'll allow it. You know, it is what it is. Okay. Interesting round. They try to see a 14. I have no idea what works best here. It was more east, yeah, that's fine. We'll just have to make sure we don't do anything like that again, like round 1, because if we do that again, we're just gonna lose. So, okay. US again. Interesting mix of architecture here. Got a no front plate. The mix of architecture here is definitely weird. I can't say if I want to go Pennsylvania or... Could it be like a weird Virginia, kind of Kentucky kind of area? I don't know what's going on. It's just going to be Pennsylvania, yeah. I mean, I kind of got baited by some of the houses. Like, some of the stuff felt more north, but then I kind of gaslit myself by setting south in the end. I mean, no fronts and I sent Virginia. I mean, I was definitely trying there. Right. Okay, I think we're driving right. Yeah, we're definitely driving right, so I think it is Greece. But it might be Crete, maybe. It's a bit of a risky send. My gut is saying Crete, so I'm going to send Crete, but we'll see. Yep. I mean, if I went middle, it would have been better, but I was just kind of like, if he did go like Kalamata, if I went too far east, it could have cost me a game. But yeah, this game has not been great from me, so far at least. Okay, this really mechs. I don't remember where this car cluster is, unfortunately. But with the vegetation, it feels like something like near Aguas Calientes, Zacatecas, maybe SLP or something. Maybe. I don't know where this car is. But where was it? It was Zacatecas, right? I didn't remember where that car was. I should really know that car cluster. But I'm very bad at Mexico nowadays. Should be better at it. Okay, that's not Prefetcher. Don't know what Riley's so excited about. But I feel like I have to go... Kaido here, but... Yeah, I don't really know if it is that or not, but we'll see. Maybe Riley's had this or something. Or he's just NPC reacting. But we're surviving, but we're obviously trailing, so we need like a good run of rounds sooner rather than later. The second game's definitely not a win here as good as the first for me. I think it's France. I think it's just France. Could be a weird Belgium, but feels more French to me. Lucky there's a little bit of a red tint vibe here as well. Maybe I try something like not far from Paris. But yeah, it's a bit of a scary one. Okay, I don't know how he's done that. Are we alive? Okay, we're alive. I don't know how his region guessed that. I didn't really get any architecture vibes for south. I thought like it could have been a bit more north, but I wouldn't have guessed that, so that's just a nice guess from him. Don't know what he used there. Maybe there's something about the architecture and something with the vibes. Okay, getting South Africa against Rally is not a good thing to get, but it kind of reminds me of like like some outskirts Joburg stuff, so maybe that's something near Klerksdorp or something could be decent. Not really sure, to be honest. Okay, we do get the round win though, so keeps us going for another round, but it's going to be very difficult to bounce back from this, honestly. Eucalyptus trees, coconut palms everywhere. What copyright is it? 24. Yeah, this one, I'm not sure. I've got two very different guesses. Could this ever be like, I can't tell if this is like barley or like North Sulla. It's a tough 50-50. I'm going to say North Sulla because of my first thoughts, but it might be GG. Yeah, it was just Java. That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, tough round. I don't know what you meant to do with that. Just skill issue. I mean, coconut palms as well. It would have to be South Java with that much coconut palms on the hills, so I feel like it was more limited usually for Java rounds, I thought, but yeah, like it was richer right on the coast, which kind of threw me off. From there, I didn't expect to be that close to the coast, but that is one apiece. Poor performance from me, but a good performance from Riley there. Right, yo. Let's move on to the final decider. And yep, let's get ready for it. Best of luck to Riley. Let's make it a good one. And let's see what will happen. Okay. Check the cobbler. It's US. Okay. Quite flat and open. Yeah, this is a weird round. I'm not really getting any strong vibe for this round. Could be a weird Colorado. Could be a weird Nebraska or something. I'm really confused. It could even be more west than that, honestly. I don't really know where I'm going. It is some weird west shit in Idaho. Yeah, I did debate that. It did make sense. I feel like it was awkward to place in those states, but yeah, I just didn't really give myself enough confidence there. Okay. Is that a asymmetrical pole? Got a trident pole as well. Okay, I'm a bit confused what's going on here. It's white car though. I'm confused with what the poles are doing. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Okay, it was just Ciara though. The white, I guess it was the fake white car that's a bit striped, but it looks white. I'm assuming that's what happened, because that's what I thought of, but there was an asymmetrical pole. So I was like wondering if it was just that, but I know like we couldn't really tell if it was had attachments or not, so I was a little bit worried about Bayer, but Bayer didn't really make much sense, so yeah. Weird kind of landscape. It's kind of out of the way though, isn't it? I don't know, try something like this. I have no idea. Okay, Riley just gets the road, fair enough. Oil palms and hilly. I think these are these West Sumatra poles, or am I going to throw? I feel this feels more like Cali though. I think it's more Cali than West Sumatra. It's probably just a hilly Cali. Well, I hope it is anyway, otherwise I'm in trouble. Okay, I don't know how he's done that one. I don't know how he's done that, but sure. Yeah, I think they were West Cali poles anyway. Sometimes I get a bit gaslit with West Sumatra and West Cali poles sometimes. Okay, average car bullshit, I think. So what does this look like? Very high altitude stuff. I was thinking like a weird high altitude like Idaho, you know, like Wyoming, Montana. Could even be Colorado, like it would not surprise me. I'm just gonna say Idaho. Could be anywhere. It was North Cali. North Cali was in my mind, but that is such a brave send. Like, I have to be super confident to send Cali there. And there is some weird Cali stuff. I was aware of that coverage, but I wasn't confident enough to send it. Well, these fences look North Island, but the hills don't, so I think it's south. A very odd coverage. I feel like this is... It's probably just some weird weird stuff around here or something. Yeah, it was just over the border. That makes sense. I didn't really think of Southland border because I thought the pose didn't make sense for Southland, but it was on the border, I guess. But that's why the confusion happened. Okay. This feels like Little or Estonia. Is there a green tint there? It's very hard. It's very hilly for Estonia, but I've seen some weird shit before. I'm gonna send Estonia, but I might be shooting myself in the foot here. Okay, that was very hilly for the island. Damn. It was Estonia, but I didn't really think about the islands. That makes so much sense why it felt weird. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Okay. I bet some of the trees are more northern. Maybe a Virginia or something. A bit confused the plate, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the plate really threw me off. But it was Virginia. We were a bit unlucky we didn't get more damage there, but it's fine. We weren't clean enough with it, so it's fine. Okay, is this like Baja California stuff? 2019 as well. I worry about the coastline here, because... What's the angle? It's kind of like that, and we're seeing it from the south. So I'm wondering if it's this shit, but... It's kind of like a thing sticking out, which I really don't like. I moved off the 5k. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's literally a thing that sticks out there. I completely threw that round. I kind of panicked there because I was worried I didn't give myself enough time to check if there was any good angles north, so I kind of panicked there. I should stop doing that. Wait, low-key, could this ever be the island? Or am I throwing? I could be throwing. But low-key, I was getting a Banca Belatongue vibe. Yeah, I'm not sure about which one, but it could be somewhere else and I'm just losing the game. But I generally thought it could have been here. So we'll see. And bro just region guesses Banca Belatongue. I don't know how he's done that one, but nice guess. Don't know how on earth he's set north there. Fair play. Okay, assume this is US. What year is it? 26. Right, where would I go here normally? Very sandy. I mean, could be Mississippi, could be Alabama, could be South Carolina. There's a lot of places it could be. I might try like a weird Alabama around here. Because there is a Tallahassee cluster as well that I'm worried about. And it is South Carolina, yeah. There's so many clusters of that pure red sand. Yeah, but just a rough round to get, really. Okay. This is very important to make sure I don't fuck this round up. Okay. Lucky, I'm just thinking Sao Paulo here. I think there's two supports. There's eucalyptus. I mean, it could still be piranha. Maybe it's just piranha being weird, like a North piranha, maybe. Near Sao Paulo, but I can't lie, I'm not confident here. How is that? Okay, it was just middle piranha. Okay, I was going to say, how the fuck is that south of where he is? Yeah, it makes sense just to commit Piranha, but I was a bit unsure if it was something weird. Again, I'm not confident enough in this game at the moment. Okay, 2024 white. Now a road like this. Have I seen this shit before? I think it's White Castle, I haven't. I don't think it's the Creswell Road. I think it's something else, but I don't know it. So we might be in trouble here. Maybe I'll try something around here, but I think I might be cooked. I didn't know that road. I think I've seen a similar road around that area with Black Car 24 or something Black Car related, but okay, we've got Nabby, key to land. Okay. Right, so this should be more west side. But what's the angle doing? It's kind of almost dead west. Yeah, it had to be more west surely with the no car. It's good points though. I just didn't remember the road, unfortunately. Could have been even more punishing if I got the road. Spain, Piniero. Bit of a scary one. I mean, I feel this is probably more like the Galicia, but I'm very worried about like very northeast Spain. Because I'm still not familiar with certain trees that this could be. But Piniero, I mean, we could try and see if we can spot it by chance, but it's probably unlikely. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not finding it. Yeah. Right on the... That makes sense why it felt like Porsche, because it was right on the border, but... Whenever I commit Galicia, it ends up somehow being like Gijon or Santander, so... Right, blue car 24. I'm not sure what's going on here. This is a bit of a weird lock, to be honest. I mean, it feels northern. Is this like a Maine or a New Hampshire? Like, I thought like something like that could be decent, but this might be game. How is that not... What the fuck is that lock? That's crazy. I mean, he went more south. I thought those trees were screaming north. How the fuck is that there? That felt so north to me. Damn. Did I miss Southern Pines? Like, these are not Southern Pines. I swear they're not. Are they? Oh, don't tell me they're just Southern Pines. I think they are. I've really blundered this round. I'm not happy about that. Bro, that was an opportunity. That was an opportunity to win. I don't know, bro. How did I misidentify the bloody trees? I'm so annoyed at myself. Like, such a basic thing to double check, you know. I'm actually so annoyed. That's put me in a bad mood. But GD is well played to Ryder, though. I'm so annoyed about that. There's literally Southern Pines. I just tunnel visioned. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. That's so shit. Like, we were nowhere near, and I should have at least gone south. Oh my days. I just tunnel vision. I saw a very wide asphalt, and I thought I saw some pines that were northeastern, but they're just Southern Pines. It's just, I just gave Raleigh a free win. So annoying. It was a good best of 3, but it's so anticlimactic that. But it is what it is. There were some positive signs in the matches, but from the second game, I don't think I was playing good enough anyway. But it was back to like reality of not being good enough at the top level. Just not good enough, simple as. But well played to Riley, but so we were both nowhere near. We didn't deserve anything from that round, neither of us, but he had a better guess. I just made a stupid guess. I almost cooked the California, but I've had so many moments where I could have just committed, but I didn't, because usually when I've done that in past tournaments, it ends up being somewhere else and I lose. But that's just a confidence thing and also just not being good enough anyway, so well played to Riley, but I'm kind of annoyed to lose like that, if I'm being honest. The game didn't deserve to end like that, and it's my fault for ruining that final round. But Riley did his job, played well, and that's all I can say. But that's the type of shit that I'll probably do on Sunday, usually. Play well and then just don't take an opportunity to win or miss a big round and I lose. That usually happens on the Sundays, so... But it is what it is. But we can enjoy the final now between Zeka and Riley. So let's get these guys in. And yeah, best of luck to you guys. I'll just check if they're both good to go. Man, I'm so annoyed at myself. That's such a low-rated thing to do, man. Like I played the game for 4 years, and sending New Hampshire on Oklahoma or whatever it was, or Arkansas, is just bannable. I shouldn't be doing that at the level I should be at. That's just a sign that I'm not good enough at this game to be amongst one of the best players in Europe. Like, it's just a simple fact. But yeah, I think they're both ready. So I wish them the best of luck. I just wish it didn't end like on that round. Like, it just sucks. Like, the second and third game I played, but I just made bad guesses that I shouldn't be making at the high level. And that's just costing me the games. But let's enjoy the final. It's about these two players now. Like I say, there are only 4 more invitationals after this. So let's enjoy this final. And lock the Jeff in. And let's begin. I'm so annoyed. I'm actually so angry about that round. Like, that's literally like me just throwing the game. Like, I know, like, I shouldn't be sending New Hampshire on freaking Arkansas. Like, what the hell am I doing? I mean, I'm fine. It's just so... It just sums up my year. It just sums up my year. I'm just not good enough at this game. To be amongst the best, I'm just not good enough. I can have good games, yes, but every good player can have good games. So... A lot to improve. Let's just say that. Can't be doing that in the big 2026. It's unacceptable. Anyways, it is what it is. Yep, Adams. I don't know if that was a reaction to me, but yeah, I mean, I kind of threw the game there. It was kind of pretty shit. And the thing is, like, I think Riley was also like over 600 kilometers away or something, but at least he went somewhere there was Southern Pines, and I misidentified them because I was thinking white asphalt felt strangely hilly. Some of the trees felt strange, which made sense because it was more towards, you know, Arkansas and Oklahoma. They will get some different trees there. So that's made sense why I was confused, you know. But then there was Southern Pines. Like, I just didn't double check myself. And I just threw the game away. And it was a really good game. It was a really good game. Don't tell me, like, especially the first game. The second game, I made it easy for Riley, but he still played really well, you know. But to lose on a round where you're both nowhere near shouldn't be happening on no move at a 2300 level standard. It shouldn't be happening. But yeah, I mean, it's a blunder. I mean, blunders happen, yeah, exactly. I'm not mad or anything. Well, I am mad, but I'm not too downbeat. It's... Okay. Bro, make sure you guess, mate. Yeah, I think he's messing around with Zeka there. But yeah, like, all this is just an indication that I just need to be better. Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, I've been doing too many mistakes because I've not been confident in my ability. And the reason why I'm not confident is because I'm not consistent enough. I'm just not good enough. Like, the more mistakes you make, the less confident you are. The less confident you are. That's just what can happen to you. So I just need to get better. Like, at the end of the day, it's on me for losing that game the way I did. Like, if the round continued and then Riley won anyway, or had an amazing guess, like, it's GG, fair play. But I should not be saying New Hampshire on Arkansas. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. There's blunders and then there's that. I understand what I did wrong, though. Like, I see what I know what I can do better in my thought process for next time. That's the main positive, because I was right that the trees were off for normal southeast because it wasn't southeast. But then I didn't check the pines. I just assumed the pines were also weird and also northeastern. And assuming things like that is a very dangerous thing to do on GeoGuessr. You should never assume, you should always double check things. Me not double checking the pines there cost me the game. And it's simple as that. But it's just constructive feedback, you know. And I'll learn from my mistake, hopefully. And I'll get it next time. Because I know a lot of top players miss those rounds as well. Because a lot of people go southeast. And I could tell there was something off with southeast. But I didn't see this. I didn't check the southern pines. So I did one thing correct and one thing very incorrect. So it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, you know. But right now, it is Zerka in the lead. It is worth mentioning that Zerka is the most decorated Invitational player of all time. And he has won on a very nice region guess in Australia, in South Australia. A very nice guess there from Zerka. And yep, we can now get ready for the next game. So, yep, for context, Zerka has won it 8 times. Riley has won it twice. So will Riley come back to win it, you know, 2-1? Or will Zerka bring it home and win his 9th Invitational? And the thing is, I think second place is... I think the second most decorated is 6 Invitational wins. But yeah, that's true. I mean, if there's anybody to get to 10, it's probably Zerka now. So I think all the other players need to win pretty much every single last tourney until the Invitationals conclude. But yeah, very nice little play from Zerka there. It was a very strong game from him. Are you sure? Well, they weren't northeastern pines, I can tell you that for a fact. But they did look more similar to southern ones. If you're able to find what pines they are, then we can look into it more. Don't know if there's any US pine experts in chat, you know, around the Arkansas-Oklahoma border. If anybody knows anything about those pines, then let it be known, guys. But if they weren't southern pines, then I don't feel as bad. But they looked a lot more like southern pines than they did to the northeastern ones. I can tell you that for a fact. So when I looked back at it, yeah, I mean Zerka is very locked in. I mean, even if I got to the final, I'm not sure if I'm beating this. If I'm being honest. Oh, sorry. You meant the last round, right? Okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the round I had and you look back at the round or something in the VOD or something. But do you have a quick send here? Is this ever like a chicky by the rare chance? Or am I trolling? It's probably just something else, but... It is a chicky and Zerka knows it. No, it isn't. No, Riley knows it. Oh, bloody hell. I'm turning to Parlour. Yeah. Yeah, you can get those some Sierra-like palms in random pot patches in Sierra, in Bayer. And I think that is called a cheeky or something. I don't remember, but I call it that. That kind of looks like almost like it's trying to be like a South-Suller roof, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the vegetation looks good for South-Suller, if I'm being honest. West Suller's there. I think I would go more south. I'll probably go more north, not that north half South-Suller here. Oh, going north with the coconut palms. Risky business there. Okay, that's just a really nice guess. Don't know how he pulled off the West Suller, but maybe he saw West Coast and thought if it was going more towards north, south, it was going to be more in the hills. A really nice guess from Riley there. A very nice guess. Okay, we got Dagger. I think that's in Springfield area in Missouri. Looks like I think Riley doesn't remember exactly where it was, but was close enough. But right now, Riley does have the lead. Coming into round 6. We'll see if he can come back to bring it to a tiebreaker. And so far, he's doing just fine. But I think they'll be stirring out board for quite a bit to make out what it's actually doing. Zerka is currently contemplating life right now. Staring into the abyss. Lucky I can't make out that bollard. I don't think it's a French one. I was debating if it could be a Czechoslovakia bollard. I did debate if it was a Czechoslovakia bollard. But it's a Danish one. I mean, the payment's really good for Denmark, let's be honest. I forgot about Danish bollard. I was kind of tunnel vision Germany, and I thought Czech looked better than the Germany bollard, but I didn't think of Denmark there, to be honest, which, again, I think both players would probably be a little bit gutted to miss that, especially when there's a bollard a bit in view. I think if you bring up Denmark player, you're probably going to get it if you check the dimensions of the bollard, because from far away it's hard to tell, but if you think of something, sometimes it can make you see it a bit better. It's like if you see like a place name and you can't read it, but if you scan a state, for example, with the place name, you might see it kind of matches. Similar thing to a bollard, but what a guess from Rowley, by the way. I did agree it was definitely more north though. But Rowley playing very well in the second game. We, could definitely be seeing a tiebreaker in the final. And is that going to be enough? Nope. Zeka is still alive with 55 health. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Liverpool are 3-1 down. Bro, get this manager out of my club, man. I swear. Oh, my days. I can't believe we're 3-1. I mean, I expect us to lose this game. We're absolutely shit. We need a new manager. He is destroying the moral of the team. And whoever's keeping in charge should fuck off as well. But I'll obviously always support my team. But it's a bit of a stinker, to be honest. He should have left 2 or 3 months ago. But right now, this could be not what Zeka wants. Low-key, this could actually be closer to Spain. It even could be Spain, not going to lie. The default setting is probably Portugal. But I could see South Spain. I'll probably send right on the border. Here if I was Zeka, probably. But he just gets North Spain. Very nice guess there. 1100, I mean, it is quite long, Portugal, from there to Galicia. And the mortars are, stacking up. 2.8 times against 2.2. Okay, well, I'm not sure how dangerous this is for Zeka. I thought this could be more east with some of these trees. They kind of feel more eastern, but I'm not the best at Nepal. But I did prefer east. And that is going to be game. So we're going to get a tiebreaker between Riley and Zeka. So it's now 1 apiece. No merchant in this game. And yep, 1 more game to go to find out whether Riley will win it for the 3rd time, or will it be Zeka for the 9th time? We'll find out shortly. Best of luck to both players. And let's begin the final. Oh, Jeff. Give me a second, I'm choking. I've got like a chocolate was like stuck in my throat. That was quite rough. Because I think it was melting a bit, so like it kind of got stuck on like the back of my throat, so it couldn't go down my bloody throat. It was really making me hard to swallow, so I'm good now though, but I was kind of choking on chocolate, Jeff. That is a first. I assume the Sri Lanka was pretty straightforward, middle. It's still a bit of chocolate there, actually. But it's not as bad as it was before. What a way to go, yeah. Dying by choking on chocolate would be a crazy way to go, that's for sure. I'm trying to swallow like my Coke to get down my throat, bro. It's absolute stinker. But yeah, both players getting Maluku. I think it was a Maluku pole. It didn't look quite right for a North Sulla one. It looked more like the West Cali pole, which if you're thinking Sulla, that's probably a good hint that you're in Maluku. I can still taste the chocolate down the back of my throat, bro. It's a long one. Pretty straightforward Romania here. I don't know if I had a logo there. Okay, we're both kind of going middle. It was pretty much middle. Okay, we should be in probably... First one was Cali, but it could be a weird Sumatra. I think I prefer Cali though, but there are some of those the Sumatra palms, but they're not exclusive. Is this still houses? I mean, that could help. My original thought was Cali though, but we might see a Cali and Sumatra roulette. But I would probably go Cali here. Zeka needs to guess, and they've both gone Central Cali. And it was just more north. Both players getting it very nicely done. Like I said, not much has happened. I mean, Riley does have the lead coming into round 6, but there's no differential right now. Both players locked in. And we've got a pretty straightforward Germany for the country with the bollards and the landscape, but the region guessing might be more difficult, as shown there. But yep, nothing to really separate them right now. And we've definitely got plenty of rounds to go, it feels like, unless we get something crazy. Yeah, I think we just got another Sri Lanka, I'm guessing. Different region guesses, though. And it's a really nice region guess there from Riley. The early send did not pay off there for Zeka. But I think that was one of those rounds he just wanted to get over and done with, and Riley made use of the time and got the region guess. I think the snorkel stuff was like the Riau Islands. I don't know if Kunda has it. I think I prefer Riley's guess. I think it is that road. Yeah, I think there is a Sri Lanka region guessing guide, I think, out there. Pretty sure. It's probably doable. I feel there is some distinctive like hill formations in that area where Riley guessed. And maybe that's what helped him there. I'm pretty sure there is a guide. It's not on Plonk. I think it came out like ages ago. I'm pretty sure somebody did a Sri Lanka guide. But it was a while back, I think. It was like a good year or two ago. Was it Richie who did it? I don't remember who did it, but it might have been Richie. I'm not sure. If Richie did in chat, he'll probably let us know. But I don't know if he is. But we're already on round 10, and it's pretty much bang on level between both players. Okay, we've got an X. Okay, I don't know what X means. And unless I think if it is the 8 after the X, then it's going to be quite near Brunei, I think. If it's after the X we use, then it's going to be near Brunei, but yeah, I wonder if the 8 though would have helped. I think 8 is H, which doesn't make sense of B Scottish Grandad. So I think the H is the one that's left with the East, which is 8. I think that's how you could use that, but maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe if it's X, it's useless. I don't know. I don't usually see the X first, but maybe it always is. I don't know, bro. But it was where the 8 would be. But I don't know, Jeff. Okay, we've got oil palms. Looks good for Malaysia. To me, it feels like a weird Terengganu or Malacca. I'm not too sure. Probably oil palms more Malacca. I'm not too sure. Nope, just middle bang. I thought it felt coastal. But then again, maybe it was just only oil palms we're looking at. I didn't really actually check if there was coconut palms. But a nice round there from Zeka. And we think we've got a Florida plate here. We do have an early send. Riley is going to, take his time here. We've got Polk County. Well, if you know your Florida counties here, you would get the 4.9k here, surely. And so Polk County, I guess, is Lakeland. Okay. Polk County, Lakeland, to be fair. Do you realize that I guess you can get counties on bins sometimes. When I was playing Minnesota, I've never really noticed any counties on the bins. But you don't really have time to check the bins unless you're checking for error codes in Minnesota, from my experience. We got sugarcane here. I feel like default sends. Ooh, we got a Malaysia consideration. I'm not sure if I like the Southern Sumatra. I mean, the payment looks good for Malaysia, but I might go in Java here. Sorry, which is where Zeka is going, and it is also East Java, a nice region, I guess, within Java itself, and that is going to be GG. So Zeka wins his 9th Invitational. Like I say, I think he's gonna, unless somebody wins every single Invitational in the last 4, he'll probably be the most decorated Invitational player out of the 100 that have happened. So big shout out to Zeka, because let's be honest, he also had a massive drought. I don't know if Zeka remembers, but he had like a drought for a very long time for not winning, and then once he won one, he started winning many. So yep, and GG's to Zeka, deserves the win. And yep, I think probably the player of the Invitational. I think Riley definitely gave it a good game, brought it to a tiebreaker, but I think Zeka today was just the best player out of us all. So well played to him, deserves the win. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the 96 Invitational. So I will be ending stream in a few minutes or so, but of course, as we always do, we will show the results. So Zeka taking the win there, and yep, let's give a big shout out to everyone who played today. Stevie G, Ades, Causey, Senti, LG, Super Stewie, Riley, Vicar Ronald, Krish, and Zeka, of course, as well. Shout out to you guys, and that is the 96 Invitational concluded. And yeah, like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, there is going to be another Invitational this Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. BST. I think it's going to be quite a chaotic one. We're playing 5 seconds NMPZ in the morning, and I think all games are a best of 5 as well. So it's going to be wild. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yep, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, obviously I was a bit frustrated at the end of my game, but like I say, it was just self-constructive, realistic criticism. But like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And of course, I have made a video. There's a video out on my YouTube now if you want to check it out in your own time. It is kind of play along. You guys are more than welcome to play. And watch and play along. And yeah, that is on YouTube. How is it already done? Because we had, I think, 11 sign-ups or something. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we had 11 sign-ups today, so not too many. I think for next Friday, we might be more generous with, players that might not be super high-rated ELO. Because I think on the following Friday, there might be a chance that there might be a big demand, and it might be tricky for, some people to get in, but hopefully you guys play anyway, and we'll end the 100th Invitational with style. But like I say, we've got one Saturday morning, we've got one next Friday, and I think I'll be opening the door more for the next Friday one, especially for those that might not be just as high, might be close to the edge of being like a champion. I might give you guys an opportunity in the next Friday one if we get a similar type of number to this week's. And also, of course, shout out to Zeka again. He won his 9th Invitational today. And and like I say, Saturday, I think we do have a decent amount of sign-ups, but if you're on the server, you can sign up if you've been invited. And as of right now, I think on the Saturday we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So Saturday is more busy than Friday today. That's crazy. So if you want to play on Saturdays and you haven't signed up yet, or if you want to apply for next week's, you can join my Discord server on JeffCord, so I can send you an invite link. So let me just send you an invite on here. So if you want to join my server, there is a channel where you can apply. by just sending your profile over, and yep, that is my server. So yeah, like I say, there are only 4 invitationals left, and of course, like I say, it'll be over before we know it. So there may not be as many opportunities left to play in these. So if you ever want to give one a go, especially next Friday, I think next Friday is going to be very open. So even if you haven't played GeoGuessr for a while, DJ, you're more welcome to play. But like I say, these invitationals have been really good, and they've been around for a while. Like I say, we are closing the curtains soon. So like I say, you know, it won't last forever. So if you ever wanted to play in one, feel free to join the server, or apply, or just DM me, and we'll find a way. DJ didn't know how to respond to that. That's very fair, Chris Kamara. But yep, let's find someone to raid. But I'm going to end it on YouTube side. So thank you everyone for watching on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And we'll be back 9:30 AM in the morning for the 97th Invitational. It's 5 seconds NMPZ. It's going to be carnage. But yep, take it easy everybody. And I will catch you